Most people believe that wealth is only about numbers in a bank account, a paycheck at the end of the month, or the value of their investments. But the truth is far stranger and far more powerful than what conventional thinking allows. Money is not just paper or metal or digital entries on a screen. Money is energy. And just like all forms of energy, it flows according to laws that most people never even realize exist. When you look at someone who struggles financially, you're not simply seeing a lack of cash. You're witnessing a contracted financial energy field. Imagine for a moment that every human being carries an invisible aura, not just a vague spiritual glow, but an actual electromagnetic field, measurable, real, and constantly shifting. For the average person, this field is compressed, squeezed down so tightly that it can barely hold more than survival-level energy. It's like trying to contain the ocean inside a thimble. Now contrast that with someone who radiates wealth. A millionaire, a billionaire. Their energy field doesn't stop at their skin, or even a few feet beyond their body. It stretches outward like a vast sphere, reaching across rooms, filling entire spaces with magnetic presence. You can feel it when they walk in. Opportunities bend toward them. People become curious, generous, eager to collaborate. It's not luck. It's not even strategy. It's energy resonance, the natural law that what expands attracts more, while what contracts repels everything. Here is the shocking truth. Your financial success is not determined by how hard you work, how many hours you put in, or even how smart you are. Those things matter, but they are secondary. What truly determines your level of wealth is the size, strength, and receptivity of your financial energy field. If your field is small, tight, or unstable, no matter what you try, money will seem to slip through your fingers. But if your field is wide, strong, and steady, money flows into your life almost effortlessly, like water rushing into an open river. Think about this carefully. Most people have been programmed since childhood to believe in scarcity. Money is hard to make. You have to fight for it. You must struggle endlessly. These beliefs act like energetic walls, keeping the financial field contracted, locked in a cage of tension and fear. Every anxious thought about bills, every desperate feeling of not having enough, every late night worry about the future, all of it tightens the field, shrinking your capacity to receive. And yet, those who thrive financially live in a very different reality. They don't chase money. They expand their field, so money chases them. Imagine money as golden light, constantly flowing through the universe, looking for places to land. If your energy field is small, contracted, and closed off, the light passes you by. But if your energy field is vast, open, and luminous, the golden current rushes into you, fills you, and keeps flowing without resistance. This is why desperation kills abundance. The moment you need money too much, your body tenses, your emotions tighten, your thoughts turn negative. That contraction signals to the universe, closed, and the flow instantly decreases. It's like trying to grab flowing water with a clenched fist. The tighter you grip, the less you can hold. But the moment you relax, open your hand, and allow, suddenly the water pools naturally into your palm. Wealthy people live in this open state. Their financial field does not collapse when challenges appear. Their external numbers may fluctuate, but their internal capacity remains expansive. And because energy always precedes matter, the physical money quickly aligns with their steady, receptive state. Science is only beginning to catch up with what spiritual masters and intuitive wealthy people have always known. Sensitive instruments can already measure the electromagnetic field generated by the human body. Your heart alone generates a field several feet beyond your skin. But what most don't realize is that your thoughts, your emotions, and your money beliefs directly shape that field. Positive, abundant thinking doesn't just make you feel good. It literally expands the measurable frequency of your biofield, increasing your energetic surface area for financial flow. Picture this. Two people receive the exact same business opportunity. One person has a contracted field. Their nervous system is overwhelmed by fear of failure. They think small, act cautiously, second-guess themselves. Their field collapses under pressure, and the opportunity fizzles out. The other person has an expanded field. They radiate confidence, trust, openness. Their nervous system is calibrated for abundance. As a result, they not only seize the opportunity, but multiply it, turning the same seed into an entire forest. It's not about luck. It's not about chance. It's about electromagnetic capacity. And here's the part that most people miss. Money, before it becomes physical, exists in a quantum state of pure potential. Every dollar you will ever earn, every stream of income you will ever receive, every financial blessing that could ever reach you already exists in possibility. Your energy field acts as the receiver, the antenna that tunes into the frequencies of abundance. The bigger, clearer, and stronger your antenna, the more of that quantum wealth collapses into physical reality. This is the real secret of wealth creation. Not chasing, not hustling, not running yourself into exhaustion, but expanding. Expanding your energy field until you become a natural landing strip for money to arrive. And in the next part, we will explore exactly how to expand your financial energy field, the practices, the shifts, and the activations that open the gates for wealth to pour into your life. You now understand the principle. Wealth flows not to those who chase, but to those who expand. But the question is, how do you actually expand your financial energy field? How do you transform a contracted, survival-level aura into a vast, luminous field that money cannot resist flowing into? The first key is awareness. You cannot change what you are not aware of. Right now, pause for a moment and tune into your body. Notice how you feel when you think about money. Do your shoulders tense? Does your chest feel tight? Do anxious thoughts immediately surface? That tightening is not just psychological. It is electromagnetic contraction. Every fearful thought sends signals through your nervous system, shrinking your energetic capacity. The very first step in expanding is to become conscious of these contractions. The second key is relaxation. This may sound too simple, but it is profound. Wealth flows into relaxed systems. Think about it. When you are calm, open, and breathing deeply, your energy field naturally expands. Your heart emits stronger signals. Your body resonates at higher frequencies, and your mind becomes more receptive. On the other hand, when you are stressed, worried, or desperate, your muscles tighten, your breath shortens, and your energy shrinks. Relaxation is not a luxury. It is a financial practice. The third key is emotional frequency. Emotions are not random. They are vibrations. Gratitude, joy, love, and trust expand your field instantly. Fear, shame, guilt, and lack contract it just as instantly. Every emotion you hold is like adjusting the dial of a radio. When you live in gratitude, you tune your antenna to wealth frequencies. When you dwell in fear, you tune yourself to scarcity. And the universe, being perfectly responsive, delivers experiences that match your dial. So how do you apply this practically? Start by creating rituals that elevate your frequency daily. Gratitude journaling is not just positive thinking. It literally reprograms your field. When you list the things you are thankful for, your heart opens, your nervous system calms, and your energy expands. Visualizing money in your account is not just imagination. It sends electromagnetic signals that begin collapsing possibility into form. Speaking affirmations is not just repeating words. It is recalibrating the vibration of your field to align with abundance. But let's go deeper. Your financial energy field is not just shaped by thoughts and emotions. It is also influenced by your body. Your nervous system acts as the electrical wiring of your field. If your body is constantly in fight or flight mode, your wiring shorts out, creating static that blocks flow. This is why wealthy people often appear calm under pressure. Their nervous system has been trained to remain expanded, even when external circumstances fluctuate. Breathing practices are one of the most powerful ways to expand your field. Slow, deep breathing signals to your body that it is safe. Safety is the foundation of expansion. Each deep breath expands not only your lungs, but your aura. Try this. Inhale deeply. Feel your chest open. And as you exhale, imagine your energy field stretching outwards, becoming larger and more luminous. Do this daily, and you will literally feel your capacity growing. Movement also matters. Energy likes to flow. When you stagnate physically, your field stagnates too. This doesn't mean you must spend hours in the gym. Even simple, intentional movement, stretching, walking, dancing, clears blockages and allows energy to circulate. Remember, flow in your body creates flow in your finances. Now, let's address the most overlooked aspect of financial expansion: belief systems. Your subconscious beliefs act like programs that either allow or restrict energy flow. If deep down you believe money is evil, or I don't deserve wealth, your field will automatically contract to match that belief, no matter how many affirmations you speak. Expansion requires upgrading the core programs running in your subconscious. How do you do this? By catching the limiting beliefs in real time and replacing them with expansive truths. For example, when you hear the inner voice saying, "I can't afford this," stop and reframe it. Money is flowing to me in many ways. My capacity is growing every day. Each time you shift the thought, you shift the field. Over time, these micro adjustments create permanent expansion. Another powerful practice is embodiment. Don't just think wealthy thoughts. Move, speak, and carry yourself like someone who already has financial abundance. Imagine two people walking into a room. One slouched, tense, worried. The other upright, open, confident. The second person's energy naturally expands and draws others in. Your body language, tone of voice, and posture are physical extensions of your energetic state. Embody wealth, and you expand wealth. But perhaps the most advanced and most important key to expansion is surrender. Wealth is infinite. The quantum field already contains every possible financial reality. But if you try to control, grasp, or micromanage how money arrives, you actually shrink your field. Expansion happens when you trust, when you let go of desperate attachment and allow the universe to orchestrate the how. Trust does not mean passivity. It means aligning your energy so fully with abundance that you know, without doubt, that it is already yours. Imagine standing in a field at night, holding a small lantern. The light only illuminates a tiny circle around you. That is the contracted state. Now imagine the entire horizon lighting up, revealing endless pathways, endless opportunities. That is the expanded state. The difference is not outside of you. The difference is the size of your energy field. This is why two people can live in the same city, work in the same industry, even know the same people, yet have radically different financial outcomes. One has a contracted field that only allows survival-level flow. The other has an expanded field that invites limitless opportunities. Same world, different receivers. In truth, money is not something you pursue. It is something you allow. And the measure of what you allow is the size of your financial energy field. Expansion is the path. And in the next part, we will go even deeper into the actual activation process. Specific techniques to consciously amplify your field, expand your aura, and become a living magnet for financial energy. We've explored the truth of financial energy fields and the principles of expansion. Now it's time to step into the practical. The actual process of activating and amplifying your money energy field. This is where knowledge turns into power, and power into results. The first technique is energetic awareness activation. Begin by closing your eyes and imagining your body surrounded by a luminous sphere of light. At first, it may feel small, hugging close to your skin. Now, with each breath, imagine that sphere expanding. Inhale, and it grows larger. Exhale, and it stabilizes at its new size. With practice, you'll begin to feel sensations, tingling, warmth, a subtle magnetic pull. These are signs that your nervous system is recalibrating and your field is stretching outward. The second technique is financial visualization expansion. Visualization is not fantasy. It is frequency programming. When you vividly imagine checking your bank account and seeing the exact balance you desire. Your brain cannot distinguish between imagination and reality. It begins firing neurons as if it were true, sending electrical impulses into your energy field. The clearer the picture, the stronger the frequency. Imagine the numbers, the feeling in your chest, even the colors of the screen. The more real it feels, the more your field locks onto that reality and collapses it from possibility into matter. The third technique is affirmation resonance. Spoken words carry vibration. When you say, "I am a magnet for 250,000," it's not just a sentence. Your vocal cords produce sound waves that ripple through your field, embedding new patterns into your electromagnetic aura. But here's the key. It's not the words alone. It's the state you speak them from. Say affirmations with fear, and your field contracts. Say them with conviction, gratitude, and certainty, and your field expands. Speak them as if they are already true, and they become self-fulfilling. The fourth technique is gratitude frequency alignment. Gratitude is the most expansive emotional frequency available. When you feel genuinely thankful, not just for what you already have, but for the wealth that is arriving, your heart emits powerful electromagnetic signals. This literally strengthens and stabilizes your aura. The universe responds not to desperation, but to gratitude. Practice thanking money before it arrives, and you'll notice the flow increasing. The fifth technique is embodied wealth calibration. Your body carries memory. If you slump, shrink, and carry yourself like someone who is broke, your field contracts to match. If you walk tall, breathe deeply, and move as though you are already abundant, your body signals expansion. Try this. Stand up, lift your chest, take a slow, deep breath, and smile slightly. Imagine wealth radiating through every cell. That posture alone will begin shifting your electromagnetic frequency. Finally, the sixth technique is surrender activation. This is the paradox. The more you try to control money, the less it flows. True expansion comes from letting go. Sit quietly and affirm, "I allow wealth to flow to me in infinite ways. I release the how and trust the flow." In that surrender, your grip loosens, your energy opens, and money finds its way to you effortlessly. When you combine these practices, you create not just temporary expansion, but lasting calibration. You train your nervous system to remain open, relaxed, and receptive, regardless of circumstances. Over time, your field becomes naturally large and luminous, drawing wealth the way gravity draws planets. This is not theory. It is law. Energy precedes matter. Expand your energy, and matter, money, opportunities, resources will follow. And in the next part, we'll take it even further. You'll discover how to stabilize your expanded state so your financial energy field doesn't just expand temporarily during practice, but stays permanently open, transforming you into a constant beacon of abundance. Expanding your money energy field is powerful, but expansion alone is not enough. The real secret lies in stability, the ability to maintain that expansion consistently, no matter what is happening in your external world. Anyone can feel abundant for a few minutes during a meditation, but the ones who truly magnetize wealth are those who keep their field expanded while moving through everyday life. So, how do you stabilize? The first key is daily calibration. Think of your energy field like a muscle. If you only work it once in a while, it weakens quickly. But if you practice daily, even for a few minutes, it grows stronger and more stable. Just a short morning routine of deep breathing, visualization, and gratitude can keep your aura expanded throughout the day. The consistency matters more than the duration. The second key is emotional mastery. Emotions are waves of energy, constantly influencing the size of your field. When you allow yourself to be thrown around by fear, anger, or anxiety, your field contracts immediately. Stabilization means learning to notice these emotions without collapsing into them. It doesn't mean you never feel fear. It means you feel it, breathe through it, and expand anyway. This alone separates those who attract millions from those who struggle. The third key is environmental resonance. Your energy field is influenced by your surroundings. If you spend time around people who constantly complain, focus on scarcity, or live in fear, your field will unconsciously contract to match theirs. On the other hand, being around people who radiate positivity, wealth, and possibility naturally expands your field. Stabilization requires choosing environments that nourish, not drain, your energy. Protect your field like it is sacred, because it is. The fourth key is energetic hygiene. Just as you cleanse your body daily, your energy also requires cleansing. Negative thoughts, other people's projections, and the collective fear of society can cling to your aura like dust. Practices such as visualization of white light, smudging with incense, or even simple salt baths can help clear these attachments. A clean field is easier to keep expanded. The fifth key is anchoring through the body. Remember, your nervous system is the hardware of your financial energy field. To stabilize expansion, train your body to associate relaxation with safety. Whenever you feel contraction, immediately return to your breath, straighten your posture, and consciously relax your muscles. Over time, your body learns that openness is the default state. And finally, the most important key: identity alignment. If you still see yourself as someone who struggles with money, your field will always collapse back into that identity. To stabilize expansion, you must embody a new self-concept, the identity of someone who is naturally abundant, someone whose energy effortlessly attracts wealth. This isn't about pretending. It's about recognizing that you are already that person at a deeper level. The more you identify as wealthy, the more stable your energy field becomes. Stability is not about perfection. It's about resilience. Wealthy people also face setbacks, unexpected bills, or temporary challenges. The difference is, their field doesn't collapse in response. They stay expanded, trusting that money continues to flow. And soon enough, it does. When you learn to maintain your expanded state through daily practice, emotional mastery, supportive environments, cleansing, embodiment, and aligned identity, your financial aura stops fluctuating. It becomes a constant, luminous presence. And in that stability, money no longer feels like something you chase. It becomes something that chases you, landing effortlessly in your expanded field. In the final part, we will go beyond stability into integration. You'll discover how to merge expansion into every aspect of your life, so abundance is not just something you experience occasionally, but the natural state of your existence. We have come to the final stage of this journey: integration. Expansion and stabilization are powerful, but integration is what transforms this from a practice into a permanent way of being. Integration means you don't just activate your money energy field during meditation or affirmations. You live from it, all day, every day. The first step of integration is normalization. At first, feeling abundant may seem unusual, even uncomfortable. Your old identity may resist and whisper, "This isn't who you are. You've always struggled with money." But the truth is, abundance is your natural state. Scarcity is the illusion. Integration requires making expansion feel normal, so that living in openness, relaxation, and receptivity is no longer an exercise. It is simply who you are. The second step of integration is embedding abundance into daily actions. When you eat, do it with gratitude, knowing that wealth is nourishing you. When you pay a bill, do it with joy, affirming that money flows freely in and out of your life. When you speak to others, carry the tone and posture of someone who is financially sovereign. Every small action becomes a reinforcement of your expanded field. The third step is alignment of purpose. Money energy is not random. It flows most powerfully when aligned with higher purpose. When you use your wealth to uplift others, to create beauty, to spread love, your field expands exponentially. Integration means asking yourself, how can I allow money to flow through me in service to something greater? The universe rewards purpose with endless supply. The fourth step is embodying the wealthy self in every dimension, not just in your bank account, but in your relationships, your health, your creativity. Wealth is holistic. When you think abundantly about time, opportunities, and love, your money field also strengthens. Integration is about living abundance in all areas, because your energy does not compartmentalize. A contracted relationship or a contracted belief in another area can affect your finances. Living abundantly everywhere keeps your field consistently luminous. And the fifth step is trusting the flow. This may be the most important. Integration means releasing the endless need to check, measure, or control when and how money arrives. It means knowing with absolute certainty that your expanded financial aura is already calling wealth to you. Trust is the seal that locks your expanded state into permanence. So take a deep breath. Feel your energy field around you. See it expanding, luminous, golden, stretching far beyond your body. Feel the openness, the relaxation, the gratitude. Affirm silently, I am open. I am expanded. I am a natural receiver of infinite wealth. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. My financial energy field is permanently activated. Let these words settle into your heart. Let them become your truth. You are no longer someone who chases money. You are a radiant beacon, a living magnet, an expanded field that money seeks out without effort. From this moment forward, walk as that person, speak as that person, think and feel as that person. Integration means there is no gap between who you are and the abundance you attract. They are one and the same. This is the end of the activation, but in truth, it is the beginning of a new chapter. You have expanded, stabilized, and integrated your financial aura. You are wealth in motion. Abundance is no longer outside of you. It is within you, radiating outward, calling forth opportunities, resources, and financial blessings beyond what you once thought possible. The activation is complete, and your journey as an expanded, wealthy being has just begun. It's just begun. It's just begun.